Hello? Why do most of our IT projects result in failure, even though we pour in so much time, dedication, and just overall resources to them? Today, we're going to see how we can challenge conventional IT management. And we're going to see how, looking at the future, we can no longer operate the way we've been doing it. It's no longer enough anymore to operate as we have. And we're going to see how using Smartsheet combined with AI and some of the new tooling, how we can start to avoid project risk and in the process avoid resource bottlenecks and ultimately start making more data-driven decisions. My name is Skylar Greca, and I'm a distinguished engineer here at Smartsheet, and we're going to see the real power of generative AI for IT program and portfolio management. So, are you ready to dive in? Did you know that 70% of digital transformation projects end up failing? And according to BCG and KPMG, the top 3 reasons why they fail are a lack of prioritization, inefficient resource allocation, and finally, poor visibility, not having good insight into all your data that's scattered around so many different systems. You've probably all seen it. You're halfway through some large project, and all of a sudden, you're blindsided by some unexpected requirements, and all of a sudden, you have to figure out how to scramble and get out. If only you had the right insight at the right time, you would have been able to scramble and figure out a way. Let's see how Smartsheet is solving this using AI. And it starts with this comprehensive approach we're taking, all the way from planning to the reporting phase. AI is able to help us avoid project risk and guide more focus. It's not just about saving our projects. It's about ensuring seamless success all the way across. You can think of Smartsheet's AI as a virtual project assistant, there to help you avoid critical dependencies, unexpected risks, and also make better assessment of the value and prioritization along the way. You can think of having it hooked in at the approval stage, before the projects are starting to be worked on and prioritized. Imagine if you were able to get in there, hooked in before they became an issue. That is effective prioritization, and you're going to be able to start working on what matters most to you and your companies. Imagine this. You've all probably been through it. You have 2 engineers, they're working on some large upgrade, maybe it's SQL, and all of a sudden, midway through, security says, hey, there's some new requirements for security and compliance. We have to dive into it. And next thing you know, you have engineers that are overworked in this never-ending moving timeline. Some of you have probably been through it, I imagine. Can you avoid this? Yes, there's definitely a way you can start to avoid this. In using Smartsheet with its new AI capabilities, you can start to have a resource allocation game changer. After all, the biggest reasons for failure are inefficient resource allocation. So what if we can make that a little bit better using AI to help balance our workloads better and help figure out how to align on the requirements from the start? It's kind of like having a bird's eye view, looking down at our projects, a 10,000-foot view, and being able to make instant adjustments. Think about playing chess. You can be the strategist and make those moves in real time. That is the power of AI in resource and decisions. We all know just how critical visibility is for the success of our projects. It helps us monitor our progress, manage our risk, and ultimately make more informed decisions. We have data that has been so scattered across so many systems. Think about all the different applications that you have to log into on a day-to-day basis. Some of this data is manual, some automated, but none of it is fully integrated. With Smartsheet, you can start to find ways of aggregating all of this data into a single place and supplement your project planning requirements using it in new insights that you can gain from it with AI. With Smartsheet's AI insights, you can start to create clear automation, and actionable insights are going to help you identify trends and better understand the risks that you're facing, ultimately empowering decision-making across your teams. Now, some of you probably came for Amazon Q. We did add a buzzword in it, but Amazon Q has been a game changer when incorporating with our existing Smartsheet AI. And today, we have Amazon AI used in order to unlock new insights from the data that we already have in the system. Q makes it very easy to understand unstructured and structured data. And being that it has natural query language querying, you can get to that insight by asking questions like, where are my bottlenecks? And you get actionable answers and better visibility across your entire portfolio. Here we can see how AI is practical, it's pragmatic, and it's here to really allow us to work more effectively. Now, going deeper with Q, one of the benefits we're really starting to see is how it's unifying all aspects of project management. Scope, timelines, workflows, everything under one single interface. Amazon Q adds predictive capabilities. And these predictive capabilities are powered by the AWS cloud. And it has a great array for structured and unstructured data. And this is allowing us to go from reactive to proactive management in our IT projects. Another great piece about Smartsheet in general is we appeal to the non-builders, and we allow non-builders to become builders. You no longer need a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science to build automated workflows. With Smartsheet's no-code system, enhanced by AI, you can start to really take advantage and enable anyone. Enable anyone to be able to contribute to the success of your team and your project. Data visualization is everything nowadays. A picture may be worth 1,000 words, but a powerful chart is worth 1,000 decisions. Smartsheet's AI is helping you monitor, automate, and visualize your data in real time. To be able to take something that is just a sheet full of data and find some visual unlocks at a click of a button adds a real game-changing value. You'll always know where you stand on your projects. You'll know what needs to be addressed before it becomes an issue. With Smartsheet's AI text summary capability, you can start getting rid of some of those manual day-to-day boring tasks. None of us are here to do the mundane tasks. So with this, you can start to summarize the state of your projects in real time, and then you can send that out to any of the peers. Imagine all of your stakeholders in leadership always knowing where your project stood, so they weren't breathing down your neck. And with Amazon Q's conversational follow-ups, you can start to get insight into more depth in your data. Imagine having answers to those questions, the how-to questions, or being able to troubleshoot and debug some of those complex formulas you're trying to add into your sheets. So conversational follow-ups with Q and that capability in Smartsheet is another way that you can get further insight into your data inside of your sheets. And this applies no matter what type of project you're working on. Smartsheet enables you for Agile, Lean, Scrum, Waterfall. We support it all, and regardless the complexity of your projects. With AI-driven project management, we ensure you are ready for whatever's to come. And it's not just about fitting into some predefined template, but transforming every aspect of your culture and of your teams. And it's going to really help you start to customize and optimize for the way that your teams work. Now, what's great about this slide is it's going to show you how you can start to unlock powerful outcomes. So what I'm going to do is take you on a quick journey of how you can enable this yourselves. It starts with AI-driven decision making. At that point, you start to funnel in to better, more enhanced project planning. Your resource allocation gets more effective. From there, better insights start to arrive. With these insights, you have Amazon Q to take them even further, to find new insights from them. And once you have all of that data, you can start to make data-driven automation decisions and hook in and create intelligent workflows. At that point, you have a flywheel. Your first projects will go through the learning curve, but every project in your portfolio after is going to be able to build off of what you already created. This is the power of using AI to drive your projects to success. All right, so I've talked a lot about all these fancy features in Smartsheet with AI, but you're probably wondering, what's the real value here? How about 1,800 hours saved in a team of 50 people? A 60% reduction in effort, an 83% first prompt success rate. These aren't just numbers, but they're indicators for how people, processes, and technology can be combined together and amplified off of AI. We're making your project management smarter and more effective than ever before. So supercharge your teams and leverage AI to remove a lot of the mundane manual work. And Smartsheet has a lot of connectors available. If you've used Smartsheet, you've probably used some of these yourself. A lot of you are probably using some of these services too. AWS, which we're here right now. And what's great about these integrations is they offer a bidirectional data sync, so you can aggregate data into Smartsheet. And once again, once we have the data in Smartsheet, you can start to associate it with your projects and use things like Amazon Q to unlock more insights, which are going to then go into our flywheel. Let's see what this looks like in a real-world scenario. So here we have a CRM upgrade. It's a foundational example project. And we're going to see how we can use AI to help with some of our task management and help us focus on what really matters and prioritize our sheet. Here, we use the AI formula generation capability, and it automatically figures out that we want to start looking at due dates and progress on our task. From there, we can better understand the high-risk items. They get flagged automatically. No more missed deadlines. And now you can start to have a proactive stance at risk management. This is streamlining your planning and helping you accomplish this without manually time tracking and tracking in these sheets. So if you're working on some large-scale projects and you want to take it to another level, try it out. This will allow you to work on hundreds of tasks in parallel without running into a miss. Let's take it even further. So the same project, you can see here how we can start to visualize the data in the sheet. I mean, who here wants to sit there and stare at data all day? Imagine it's like a dentist staring at teeth. So why not visualize it with a click of a button? Here, we visualize and we can easily see that the project is grouped into phases. In each of those phases, we can see, okay, are they in the planning phase, design phase? And now we can make strategic adjustments without having to invest ourselves in the data itself. This is really powerful. And to be able to incorporate this and understand your data on any type of sheet is very powerful. Finally, another piece on this I want to show is the AI text summaries. For AI text summaries, you have stakeholders, leadership that is always wanting to know what the current state of your project is. Like, are we green? Are we yellow? Here you can set up a workflow that allows you to capture the current state of a project using AI and then hooking up automation around it to ensure the people that need to have visibility into the project have that visibility. But what about Amazon Q? This is another aspect. Here we can see how we're using Amazon Q to get understanding of the recent changes to Project Sentinel. Immediately, it gives us a result that Sentinel had a certain list of changes. We get the change IDs. We get additional context. But you can see how there's no digging required. We can start scraping information from our projects and getting more insight. Let's take it even further on Amazon Q. Here we can see how a certain change is affecting our cost and scope on a project. We can start to assess the change impact for any change that's going to take place. And what you can see is Amazon Q immediately highlights what is going to be some of the risk, the cost to our project velocity. And it's going to explain why the change ended up being declined. This gives you real-time decision support at your fingertips. And with that, if you would like to learn more about Smartsheet's IT portfolio and project management, you can scan the QR code on your left. And if you want to learn more about Smartsheet's AI, you can scan the QR code on the right. And I think we have time. We have 4 minutes for questions, so I'd love to take your questions.